of the larger throttle body that was made for the Jaguars X100s, X350s, basically the '04 to I think '06. Um, a lot of work went into this project. Actually, I think we started the thread on the Jaguar forums maybe 2 years ago. This throttle body was made by Sechtor. I don't know if you all can see the logo there. Sechtor in Europe made this throttle body. It's not a bored out throttle body. It's not a stock one that they shaved some of the inner walls out. It's actually a bigger one made to fit directly on. Uh, this throttle body is also known as the Luca TV on the forums. Have to excuse my neighbors there riding by. Anyways, let's get to the unboxing. I'm anxious to see the quality of this. I've seen a few members receive theirs recently. I actually had mine mailed out about 2 months ago. However, with everything that's going on with the pandemic, I think our postal service here in the U.S. was affected. That and some of the politics stuff I don't get into. And so anyways, the throttle body that they mailed me ended up stuck in New York, and it's actually still there, if y'all can believe that. So this is how good Sechtor's customer service is. They ended up sending me another one via UPS, expedited. So this one came in within a week and a half or 2 weeks or so of them sending it. The other one, I check the tracking every day. It's still in New York. When that one arrives, I'll get with Sechtor or Christian, and we'll go from there. Might send it to another member or something here in the U.S. But unfortunately, that one still is in New York. All right. So as you can see, the box was just slightly smashed up, but I mean, for coming from Europe through U.S. customs, they have a rough time. So fortunately, it looks like there was some peanuts in there, some packing peanuts, and some styrofoam on the sides also to protect it. Which is good. These throttle bodies wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like an off-the-shelf part for like a Mustang or a Corvette here, which you can get those anywhere for good prices. Again, this was a lot of research went into this. Um, a lot of these ended up being scrapped. A lot of members contributed with measurements. Some of them were the guinea pigs, and then you got members like me that get to enjoy the end product. Anyway, so this is what we got so far. They also put it in a plastic bag. Let me get some of this stuff out the way here for y'all. Alright, so they packed it very well with these foam peanuts. So first impressions, looks great. Um, very pleased. You can tell that this wasn't some guys doing this in their backyard. Looks excellent quality. I don't know if you guys can see the details on there, but the butterfly valve. Now I will have to transfer the electronics over from the stock throttle body that's on the car, but it's a direct fit. So I'll take my time doing that. Usually I don't have the patience for little things like that, but in this case, I'll make an exception. Comes with a few rings in there also. But the housing feels very good, feels smooth. Now here's one of the things is I've seen a few bored out Jaguar throttle bodies, and what concerned me was how thin the walls get. In this case, we actually still have some meat on the walls there. So it doesn't look like you sneeze on it and it'll get bent or anything like that. Actually it feels pretty solid. Smooth surfaces are very smooth. And then that butterfly valve Looks like it closes up the way it should be. Also, I've also seen um, some members when they get their throttle bodies bored out that the butterfly valve doesn't, for some reason, end up closing the way it should. But in this case, doesn't seem to be any issues with the quality there. Y'all can also see the logo there. I think that's a very nice touch. I've seen a few other companies do that on their throttle bodies. So now this will take the throttle body from a 75 millimeter, which is pretty small considering these cars come pushing close to 400 horsepower at the crank from the factory. I mean, I guess it's not small, but it could be a restriction once you're starting to do upgrades. And so it's going from 75 up to 83. And so just for reference, I got this old intake tube I had chopped up in the garage from some of the projects I worked on. And you can see pretty good size difference. I mean, it's not huge, but it should breathe a lot better. That plus opening up the intake, the exhaust, that's a whole nother video. But I did do a before dyno, and I'm curious to see what the after dyno looks like. Hopefully we get a couple little gains there. Maybe get some horsepower and torque a little lower in the curve instead of having to rev it up so high to wake it up. But so far it looks good. Anxious to get this thing on there. I'm also getting the plenum ported to match this size here. Also have the Pearl M92. I just wired it in the other day, and I got a larger intake tube coming. So should open things up. I'm looking forward to it. I do want to say thanks to Christian, Sechtor, and all the guys on the forums that contributed to this. It's been a long time waiting for this, and I hope all you guys enjoy your part as much as I hope to. All right, guys, peace out.